What's up everyone, this is your boy Chris back with another reptile video. Today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I handle my leopard geckos since you guys have been wanting to know how I handle them. So I'm going to show you guys how I handle my leopard gecko and give you guys my personal tips on how you could handle your leopard gecko without stressing them out so much. But please note that when you're handling these leopard geckos, they're just not used to human hands at all. So I'll try to minimize the handling time as much as possible and try not to touch them most of the time. If it's not like for requirement reasons, like they're dying out or if they're not eating or some of those issues, I would just not try to touch them and just look through the top or through the glass enclosure. The tips that I'm going to be showing you guys in a couple seconds are basically a way to minimize the stress level for leopard geckos when you're handling them. I totally get that. I totally understand that in the beginning, you really want to be their best friends and want to handle them every single day and be right next to them every day, but it is just not a common thing for leopard geckos. You guys all also need to think about the leopard gecko's perspective as well. So I'll stop talking at this point. I'll turn around the camera and show you guys on how I do it. So I hope this helped you. And if you have any questions, you can feel free to write a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe and like and do all those things that other YouTubers tells you to do. That actually helps me a lot. And it makes me happy too when I see more subscribers watching me and coming through Instagram and messaging me about these reptiles. It just makes my day. So don't forget to subscribe and like this video. So let me turn around the camera and show you guys a better look on how I handle them. So let's do it. So here is one of our newest family. Her name is Zero. She is a black night morph, and this one is a patternless, so it's a solid black. You can see there's no pattern. It's a super black. And the way I handle my leopard gecko is there's a couple ways which I'm going to show you guys right now. So if you're just beginner and you're just getting into it, I would place your hand right in front of their face and let them climb. And if they don't want to, just leave them like this and come back in a couple minutes or a couple hours. But this is one of the easiest way to pick them up without stressing them out so much. So you can hold them like this and then just play with them for a couple minutes and you just put them back into the tub. But please note when you're handling them, make sure the ground is very close to a height, so even if they fall, they don't get injured, they don't break their legs, bones, or they get any impaction with their intestines, any of their intestines. So make sure you handle them at the lower level so they don't injure themselves when they fall from your hand. And the another way you could do is you could simply grab them like this and through the belly and then just place it on your hand. So the another way you could do is you could simply grab them around the belly and put it on the other side of your hand like this and then just let them do their own thing. That's the another way you could handle them. It's like you're grabbing them like this, but don't try to be too aggressive. Don't put too much force or it will scare them out. So just slightly grab them like this and then pick them up and then just place it on the other hand for them to walk. The another way, which a lot of breeders do, this one I don't recommend for beginners, but what other breeders like to do is they would simply hold their tail like this slightly and lift them up like this and place it on your hand. If you do it too aggressively, they'll cut their tails out. So you want to be careful while you're picking up them through the tail. This is the best way to handle, and if you know these 3 tips, you're pretty much all good to go. But most important thing for this video is that just handle them at the lowest level as possible so that when even they fell from your hand or from other objects, they don't injure themselves. And also the another one is just try not to touch them much as possible. By doing it that way, they'll just live perfectly fine for a very long time. So if you follow those two things, you're all good to go. I hope this helped. And also, if they like run away from you when you try to handle them, just leave them it is and come back later, 15-30 minutes later, or even a day after, because that means they just don't want to be with you at all. So I hope this video was helpful, and if you have any other questions, be sure to write a comment down below and subscribe my channel for another contents. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you guys later. Gekko.